Hi, good morning from a very cold and frosty Dublin. I'm here in Blanchardstown at supplychainplanning.ie's HQ. And today, what we're going to be going through is a supply chain assessment called the SCKEA. Now, the SCKEA is a great tool that any individual can use that will flag up where their strengths are in their supply chain knowledge. Also flags up some of their gaps and weaknesses. So, interested to go through it, see what it's like. I'm also a bit apprehensive because it's going to flag up maybe some gaps that I have. I suppose that's the idea of it. So let's go through it and you can see what it's like. So we're ready to go here with the assessment. I have here my email from VCARE, which has all of the information I need to log on, and has my my passcode to get in. It's all the links for the different assessments. I have my internet access, which I need. I've signed out of Teams, so I'm not going to be contacted as we're going through this. I also have my pen and paper just for taking notes as I'm going through. And I also have my St. Bridget's cross here, which is a traditional thing here in Ireland that we do. We made these when we were up in the Cooley Mountains in County Louth in Ireland last weekend. So it's about the spring, it's about renewal, which seems a bit apt. It's also a symbol of protection that people have in their houses in Ireland. So I suppose that seems apt when we talk about the protection that supply chain capabilities bring for business or for your career. So again, quite apt. Now, when I go through this, I'm going to start with level 1. And if I pass level 1, I go to level 2, then on to level 3, level 4, and maybe level 5. If I don't get to level 5, you have to pass 70% to get on to the next level. Doesn't matter because it's more personal to me and where I am. So it's not a competition, it's about yourself. Unless you're signed up for a competition, then it is competition. All right, so let's go. Okay, so level 1 is done. I've gone through it. You get 40 minutes to do it. Took me about 30 minutes. And I'm not going to lie, like that was level 1. I really had to concentrate through that. I found the questions to be very good. So I'm interested to go through the rest of the levels and see. Thankfully, I passed it. I could totally see why somebody wouldn't pass it. You really have to think quite hard about those questions. I don't think there was any question there that I would say would be a gimme. That was easy. But yeah, so the recommendation is take a break after you do one. And I can really see why, because it's fairly intense when you're in it, because you don't want to just rush through it, because you could very easily get this wrong. So I'm going to take a break now. I'm going to come back to it later and do level 2. Okay, so we're going to go again now at this time for level 2. St. Bridget's still with me. Brought a coffee this time, had a little walk around. So again, let's go again and let's see what happens. All right, level 2 passed. Much needed coffee. I find I'm not using the pen and paper at all. Questions a bit similar, like again, maybe a level up from the level 1, but similar type of questions. Really, I suppose what strikes me about it, it's less questioning your knowledge of the theory. They're very practical questions. They're real world situations. So in that sense, I nearly think this is better than some of the exams that I've done for certification courses, because it's grounded a lot more in reality and applying it. So it needs your full attention. Give it the time if you're going to do it. But I'm going to take another break now and I'm going to move on to level 3. But yeah, finding it a very good exercise and glad I'm doing it. Okay, just about fresh air after doing the first 2 rounds, going into to do the third one now. So probably just find there that maybe the apprehension levels that I had have probably gone down a bit. Starting to get a bit more confidence, a bit more comfortable. The questions, what it's throwing up. So and really a sense that, God, this is really good. It's something that I think every supply chain professional should do. It's really good questions. It throws up ideas and thoughts as you go through it. So enjoying it so far as much as you can enjoy doing something like this. That's supply chain. Okay, keep going. All right, so that's level 3 done. So on we go, on to level 4. Again, probably for level 3, again, probably the examples are getting a bit more complicated. Some of the challenges that you'd have to overcome. Again, a continuation where it's really grounded in reality. There are situations that you would find yourself in regularly. The thing that I'm finding is nearly challenging about it is that each one is almost like a little sort of consulting scenario, or it's here's a situation you can get thrown into in your day to day. And typically, they're a topic that would probably take over a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months even of what you're focusing on. So it's a bit strange with this, where you're digging into it to give your answer, and then you're switching to a totally wildly different part of the supply chain. So in that's probably the challenge in it, is to be able to switch between those different areas. But anyway, on we go. Okay, so just finished level 4. Again, found that to be a notch up again. Certainly took me a bit longer to go through the questions and think through them, what the answers would be. And found myself reading the questions 3, 4, 5 times even. And look, that's something I've learned over the years, and really see it here is the specific thing that you're being asked is very important. So we might see an answer that looks related to the question, but again, the specific words are important, because it really shows your understanding of, well, no, this one's asking for efficiency, not storage. So while this might be right if it was general, because we're talking about picking efficiency, this is the right answer. So that sort of thing comes out a bit more to this level. But on we go, nearly there. Okay, and there we are, all done, level 5. I've just completed it. The great thing about it is you get your result straight away, so you know where you are at all of the different levels, and it gives you the breakdown into the different functional areas as to where you might have scored. There is a full detailed report which will come out 2 to 3 days after, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll be in South Africa by then, so I might have another post of that. But I suppose the thing to take from this is, look, it's a great exercise to go through. It's like anything, you get out of it what you put in, so give it the time, do it fully, put everything else away, and just commit to it, because it's something unique to you. And it is a real mirror up to you and your functional capabilities, your professional skills in supply chain. So a great basis then to take on if you want to do any more studies, so that you can be quite pointed in where you do it. In terms of the time, it's now here 1:15. I started this at about 9:30. So I'd say, look, half a day, give it that, take the time in between. I was answering some calls and some messages in between. But it does need at least a half a day, I think, cleared. Not everybody will go through to the 5 stages, and that's fine. But that's how long it took me. All right, so St. Bridget, of course, was a great help for me. So not sure if you necessarily need that, but it protected me anyway. Okay, thanks.